Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this video, chances are you're ready to take control of your financial future, and that means building or improving your credit score. Whether you're starting from scratch or rebuilding, building good credit is one of the most powerful financial tools you can have in 2025. But here's the thing, building credit isn't a quick fix. It's a process that takes time, patience, and a bit of strategy. And while it can seem complicated, trust me, you can do this. So, in this video, we're going to walk you through exactly how to build your credit score from scratch in 2025. We'll break it down step by step, give you actionable tips, and make sure you're motivated every step of the way. Before we dive into the how, let's take a quick look at the why. A good credit score opens up a world of financial opportunities. From lower interest rates on loans to better chances of getting approved for rental applications or even landing that dream job, your credit score affects so much more than you might think. In 2025, a good credit score is more important than ever. With the increasing shift to digital finance, many services now look at your creditworthiness in real time. You don't want to miss out on great opportunities just because your credit isn't where it should be. So let's get started. Here's your ultimate step-by-step guide to building your credit score from scratch. Step 1. Understand what makes up your credit score. Before you can start improving your credit, it's important to understand what makes up your credit score. In 2025, the most common credit scoring model is FICO, and it's broken down into 5 main factors. 1. Payment history, 35%. Your track record of paying bills on time, including credit cards, loans, and even utility bills. 2. Credit utilization, 30%. The ratio of how much of your available credit you're using versus your total credit limit. Ideally, you want to keep this below 30%. 3. Length of credit history, 15%. The longer your credit history, the better. That's why it's important to start early. 4. Types of credit used, 10%. Having a mix of credit types, credit cards, installment loans, mortgages can be beneficial. 5. New credit, 10%. Each time you apply for new credit, it can temporarily hurt your score. Avoid applying for too many accounts at once. Step 2. Start with a secured credit card. If you're starting from scratch, one of the best ways to begin building credit is with a secured credit card. Unlike a traditional credit card, a secured card requires a cash deposit that serves as collateral. This deposit is typically equal to your credit limit, which means if you put down $300, your credit limit will also be $300. Here's why this is a great starting point. Secured cards report your payments to the credit bureaus, just like regular credit cards. By using the card responsibly, making small purchases, and paying off the balance in full each month, you'll start to establish a positive credit history. Make sure the secured card reports to all 3 major credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. Not all do, and you want your payment history to be recorded across the board. Step 3. Become an authorized user on someone else's credit card. Another quick win is becoming an authorized user on someone else's credit card. This could be a parent, a relative, or a trusted friend who has a solid credit history. When you're added as an authorized user, you get to piggyback off of their credit, meaning their on-time payments and good credit utilization will reflect positively on your credit report as well. Of course, this strategy only works if the primary cardholder has a good credit history. If they miss payments or carry high balances, it could negatively impact your score. Tip: this strategy works best for people with a close relationship to you who trust you with their credit, and it can help boost your score quickly. Step 4. Apply for a credit builder loan. Some financial institutions, like credit unions or online lenders, offer something called a credit builder loan. With these loans, you borrow a small amount of money, typically between $200 and $1,000, and make fixed monthly payments. But here's the kicker. The lender doesn't give you access to the funds right away. Instead, the loan is deposited into a savings account, and you're required to make payments until the loan is paid off. Once you pay off the loan, the money is released to you, but the important part is that your timely payments are reported to the credit bureaus, which can help improve your credit score. Tip: these loans are specifically designed for people with no credit or poor credit, so they're a great way to build your credit in a controlled manner. Step 5. Pay your bills on time, every time. This might seem like a no-brainer, but one of the most impactful things you can do to build your credit from scratch is paying your bills on time, every time. Payment history makes up 35% of your credit score, so late payments can have a significant negative impact. If you struggle to remember payment dates, set up automatic payments for at least the minimum amount due. This ensures your payments are never missed and helps you build a history of on-time payments. Consider using a calendar or financial app to track your payment due dates, so nothing slips through the cracks. Step 6. Keep your credit utilization low. Once you have a credit card or two, it's time to focus on keeping your credit utilization ratio low. This means you should aim to use less than 30% of your available credit. So, if your credit limit is $1,000, try to keep your balance under $300. High credit utilization can be a red flag to lenders, suggesting that you may be overextended and at risk of defaulting. By keeping your credit utilization low, you show that you can responsibly manage the credit available to you. If you can, try to pay off your credit card balance in full each month. This will not only keep your utilization low, but it'll also help you avoid interest charges. Step 7. Monitor your credit regularly. As you start building your credit, it's important to keep an eye on your progress. Regularly monitoring your credit report helps you spot any errors or fraudulent activity early on. You're entitled to a free credit report once a year from each of the 3 major credit bureaus, and you can request them at annualcreditreport.com. In addition to monitoring your report, there are also apps and services that let you track your credit score for free. Many credit card companies offer these services as well. If you notice any inaccuracies on your credit report, dispute them with the credit bureau right away. Step 8. Be patient and consistent. Building a strong credit score takes time. There's no way around it. You won't see a massive jump overnight, but if you're consistent with your efforts, you'll see progress. Keep using your credit responsibly, paying bills on time, and staying within your limits, and your credit score will steadily climb. Tip: set realistic expectations. Building good credit from scratch can take anywhere from a few months to a couple of years. Stay patient and remember, every positive step counts. Building your credit from scratch in 2025 doesn't have to be overwhelming. With a little patience, discipline, and strategic planning, you can build a strong credit history that opens doors to financial freedom. To recap, start with a secured credit card, become an authorized user, consider a credit builder loan, and most importantly, pay your bills on time and keep your credit utilization low. Be consistent, monitor your credit regularly, and above all, be patient. Remember, you are in control of your financial future, and building your credit is one of the best ways to set yourself up for success. Keep at it. You've got this. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone else who might need a little credit building motivation.